Alright everyone, today we are making a Clash Royale stat tracker app for PC using AI. We're using 3 different AIs to do this, 4 different prompts. You can see an example of it on the screen. Let's jump right in. This is what I've done so far. I did our first prompt with Composer 2, and it has so far created this for us. Composer 2 kind of just laid out the UI and everything, and now we're going to go in with Gemini. And what Gemini is going to do is it's going to set up storage, it's going to set up settings, all of that stuff, which will really make the app work. So I'm pasting the prompt in right now, setting it up to Gemini. As you can see, I'm turning on Gemini, and I'm sending the prompt. So I'm just going to change the model to Gemini 3 Flash, and I'm going to send it. Now I'm going to run the app again. As you can see, I did run the app again. It still looks the same because we didn't actually change any UI or anything, and we haven't really linked it all together. Okay, so we kind of have the same thing that you guys saw before. So now I'm just going through, making sure that they sent everything, and now we are about to get the Opus prompt, and we're going to paste it in, as you can see. And what Opus is going to be is it's going to basically set up the strategy analyzer, which will look at people's decks, it'll look at their matchups, and it'll be able to kind of provide them recommendations on what to do for the future and what they need to change in their playing style so that they can win, and kind of what they need to change in their decks so that they can win against certain cards that they keep losing against. So right now, Opus is working. And Opus is finished. Now we're getting the API key from the Clash Royale Developer API, and we are using a proxy with Royale API, so that way, because basically you're locked on with Clash Royale, you're locked to a certain IP, and everyone can use this. So basically, Royale API made a proxy, so you set it to one IP, and now anyone can access it if you access the API via their proxy. So now you can see I'm just kind of grabbing the API key, and here, Opus is done. Woohoo! Now, as you can see, there's not really going to be any visual changes yet. We're just pasting the API key. Once we look back at the app, there won't really be any visual changes yet because we haven't put in the final prompt, the final glue that will hold this all together. So we are going to use, guess a model, we're going to use Composer 2. So this is the glue prompt. We're just going to paste it in using Composer 2 and Cursor. Composer 2 is actually a native model made by Cursor, trained off of Kimi K. 2.5. Beautiful. So now the glue has kind of finished. So we're just going to run the app again. And perfect. Now we have this. We have the real app. Now one issue that I'm noticing right off the bat is that it's asking us for the API token. Which is not good because we should have our preset API token. But now I'm going to go to Royale API. I'm going to pull up my user. I'm going to grab my Clash Royale tag so that the API can access me. And perfect. That's my username. That's my trophies. It's my king level. It's everything about me. Has my last 5 matches right there. I'm also noticing that it's constantly saying loading, even though it's already loaded everything, so we should note that down. And the strategy report too is looking great. It's giving coaching tips, all that stuff. So basically, now what we're going to do is we're going to go into Cursor, and we're going to kind of clarify some things, including what we need the API token to be taken from the settings.json. And we need, and one other thing that we need is we need to go to Royale API and we need to find the links for the different cards so that it can kind of visualize, people can visualize their decks within the app. So we're just going to go grab the URL for a card, and we're going to paste it in. So we're kind of stealing from them, but like not really because it's Clash Royale's card art. So we're going to put that into Cursor, as you can see here. And then we're also going to grab an example of one for a hero so that it also gets that example. We're going to unlink it really quickly so that it's not really grabbing the contents of the page. Instead, it's just giving it the URL. So now I'll find a matchup that I played using a hero, like Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A. or a Hero Barbarrel, as we can see. and we're gonna unlink that one as well. And then the final thing that we're gonna do is, I really think that it needs some kind of spice. So we need like, so we're gonna stop mentioning the loading, but it really needs some spice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a background for the app, and we're gonna get that background from Clash Royale's actual official fan kit. And now you might not know this, but to get backgrounds and to get card art and all of that stuff, there's much easier ways to do it than going to Royale API. Like, sure, Royale API is fine because it's really good if you're doing like an app, but if you need something for videos or just for like a cool project that you're making, then you can actually go to the Supercell fan kit, which is really cool. So I'm gonna do that now, and I'm going to actually head over to, I'm just gonna Google Clash Royale fan kit, and then on the Clash Royale fan kit, my browser's very slow, but on the Clash Royale fan kit, or we'll say Supercell fan kit, but then you go to Game Assets, Clash Royale, and on the Clash Royale fan kit, we're just going to, you can filter at the top. So we're going to go to filters, and we're going to click on asset type, and we're going to change that to backgrounds. All right, it's a little blurry, but we're going to change that to backgrounds here, or illustrations, and we're just going to grab one that looks nice. Now, when you just right click it here, you won't be able to get the link, so you have to click on it, and then you can right click and hit copy image address. So now we'll paste that in, and we'll tell Cursor or Composer 2 we want that to be our background. Oh, perfect. That's all done. So now we can rerun the app. And that is amazing. We have the cards, then the decks. We have the background that really just took a huge spin, and that looks like a professional app made by a professional developer. And it can analyze your strategy. It can tell you what type of decks you have, what type of decks your opponents have, where your matchup went wrong. And I think that that is really critical for anyone to be able to analyze their things. So if you want access to this app, then you can just leave a comment down below, and if this gets to, let's say, 1,000 likes, then I will leave, on a small channel, we'll say if this gets to 150 likes, then I will leave a link to this app in the description, or I can make another video. And next, also, if you want to see this exact video, this exact app, but accessible from a Mac, or maybe even an iOS, like an iPhone, iPad, then just also leave a comment letting me know what platform you want me to put this on next. Because I have the license, I have everything to be able to do that. And that is perfect. And thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know about anything else that you want to see in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can see more awesome content like this. And yes, thank you.